What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Blade Sorcery Nomad 1.0. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all that type of stuff. It's all free, it won't matter. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Today we are doing a mod showcase, so I'm very excited. Let's get right in. So first thing that I want to show you guys, the first mod I want to show you guys is actually going to be the Lord of the Rings weapons pack. So we're going to go right ahead. We're going to go scroll all the way down into the swords, and we're going to grab Andrew. So I don't really know the author because I am doing a bit of a new, thing, but it is pretty dang cool. We have Andrew, and it has all the engravings that the actual Andrew should have on them. So this is really cool. And yeah, honestly, look at that. And it works like a charm. The only problem is it's not that sharp, which actually kind of pisses me off. So it's not that sharp. It's okay though. Look at the weapon. It's a marvel. So we're gonna go ahead. Look at that. Look at that. Cut right there. Might not be that sharp, but it can still cut. So here, let's show again. Whoa. Look at that. Come here. Ah, there you go. Ah. Look at that. Well, one more kill. There you go. Alright, let's check some other weapons out. Well, I kill. Let's boon. Okay, so we have obviously original weapons from the Lord of the Rings series, such as the Orcist. These are, by the way, from the elves. We have whatever the hell this is. This is actually the sword from Rohan. Don't really know what it's called. The king uses it. It's pretty cool. Then we have Glamdring and then Dark Glamdring. So Glamdring is actually what Gandalf uses. Though I don't know what Dark Glamdring is. I don't really remember seeing it. Maybe it's in the books. But anyways, Glamdring is used by Gandalf himself. Which is pretty cool. Maybe we can use it. There you go. It's pretty cool. We're going to also move on to the Axis section, because in the Axis section we have Gimli's, we have Gimli's axe. Gimli's axe is really freaking cool. It has all the engravings on it. It looks really cool, really lore accurate, and it's beautiful. A beautiful weapon at that, and it's really sharp. So, hold up, let's go again. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that. Gimli. I love Gimli. He's one of my favorite. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was my favorite character. Look at that. That thing just cuts right through. And the blood on it is really beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man. Gimli. Whew. Okay, also, one more weapon, and we're going to end it off here. We have Sting. Now, Sting is actually really cool. It's shown between the Lord of the Rings and through the Hobbit, and it's really cool because in the hands of a Hobbit it looks like a real sword. It's not a real sword, and it's actually a dagger. So this makes this weapon so much more interesting, just because it's a dagger. And in Blade Sorcery, it's also a dagger. What the hell just happened to you? Get out. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next. Then we have the HODT weapon pack with the Sheath Framework. Now the HODT has been mentioned just because it adds the sword with the sheath. However, the main mod here is the Sheath Framework. The Sheath Framework is really cool. It was introduced first in the PCVR version, and it came to Nomad in this update. So it's really cool because back in the day when you had other versions at 1.0, you'd have to simply hold it here and it would holster. Now you'd have to get either here to holster, or you'd actually just holster it in. It's a bit weird, but it works. Alright, so if I were to put it there, there you go. And then you could just pick it up all the way, and you have to do it all the way. Look at that. Look at that. It's horrible as a weapon, but Sheath Framework is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't have other weapons to show, but that is pretty dang cool. Moving on. We have the Hanky's Katanas mod. Now, this is really interesting because Weapons Mega Pack, whatever the hell it's called. It's actually not in 1.0 just yet because the modder has been working very hard to implement it. It's very hard, a lot of weapons, a lot of cool stuff. But we know that in the older versions of Medieval Mega Pack, we had different cultures and all that type of stuff. So we had Samurai, Viking, European, and all that type of stuff. And since we don't have that yet, we don't actually have access to different cultures' swords. We're only stuck with medieval swords. And so, Hanky implemented a beautiful Katana pack, which is really awesome because I love katanas myself. And being able to use them in Blade and Sorcery is a really cool, thing. So yeah, it's he's implemented a couple of katanas, short ones, short ones, longer ones. Ones that have beautiful designs. This one has a marvelous design, and it's really cool. So yeah, let's grab another katana. Maybe what is this? No idea what kind of this is, but this is, I guess, looks cool. Okay. Let me just, oh, and this is sharp. Okay. So, come on. Look at that. Oh, this one's really sharp. Hold on, let's go against this guy. Oh, not as sharp. Alright, one more kill. Look at that. Sharp. Alright, let's move on to the next one. For this next one, we're gonna grab an ordinary long sword. This is called the Veteran Sword. We're gonna grab this just because I want to show you guys something that's actually not the blade itself, though a feature. If we go ahead and grab this to people is half sorting, right? You're able to half sort it. But what if I told you you're actually able to grab the sword just like you would in real life? Well, that's exactly what this mod author has exactly done. Implemented actual half sorting. So in past versions of Blade and Sorcery, you were only able to grab the blade. Actually, now I'm not even able to grab the blade, but you're only able to grab the blade by the blade itself, and you wouldn't actually be able to hold it. For example, you'd be able to grab the blade like you would be able to grab like a rock, like that. Your hand would be just like that. And so, half sorting was never a thing until this mod author introduced it. So simply so it's only going to work if you put your hand initially a bit higher than the blade. So we have all this part and then you just put a bit higher and you have already done a half sword. Now this doesn't mean you can't go lower. If I simply hold the trigger, I can move around everywhere. I'm not sure if it's the same on PCVR. I'm sure it's a different headset and all that type of stuff. So if you simply click trigger on your Quest 2, Quest 3, whatever, you're able to move your hand. And so you can have things like this, which is pretty cool because a lot of people that play this game would like half sorting, or people like me who like to play, historically accurate battles, which is no magic and no nothing. You'd be able to use actual medieval techniques, and this is technically historically accurate. So this is pretty cool for a number of reasons, and it just brings so much realism to Blade and Sorcery. So this is definitely a cool mod. Now moving on to the last mod, which is found inside the book. If you go ahead and open your menu, you can go to mods, throw this away for now. You can go to mods and you can see wave limit adjuster. Now this brings my attention, the reason why I'm including this in the bunch is because this is very particular because we never actually had this before. If you're people who like to play sandbox, just like I'm doing now, you can adjust the NPC wave limit, and the default is 3. Now I don't recommend going above 5 because it can cause a crap ton of lag, but for the sake of this video we're gonna go to 5. Also, if you're a dungeon enthusiast, you can up the NPC room limit higher than 2. So originally, if you go into a dungeon mode, whether it be 1.0 or past updates, usually there would be up to maximum 2 NPCs per dungeon room. You can actually overrule this using wave limit adjuster. In the book, you can just simply make it higher. Obviously, I also don't recommend it because dungeons are much more demanding than sandbox. You'd only have to render this part of the world in sandbox, and you'd have to also render a bit more in dungeons, so I don't actually recommend it. Though I do recommend it for sandbox if you're going to test and do performance tests. So for the sake of the video, we're going to up it. Though you can't only go, I'm not sure if it works with other waves, though if you go to wave limit adjuster right there, we can go progressive V5 duels. You can start it. So there you go. As you can see, it changes the max alive to 5. I could, if I were to go right now and change it, it would be 6. So you can see on how pretty dang cool that ability is, that little mod is. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This isn't supposed to happen in real game, and this is why I'll tell you guys why it's gonna lag. Because in a minute, when I kill 2 people, it's gonna still keep the bodies there and spawn in other people, which creates a load. So for example, if I were to kill this guy and that guy are still alive. So that means each time someone dies, the game waits for another person to die while still technically rendering this guy. So, which causes lag. Meaning if I kill multiple people in a row, my frame rate starts to drop, and that's exactly what's going on. I'm not sure if you can tell on the recording, but that's exactly what's going on. And whoa, okay. So slowly but surely, my frames are dropping pretty significantly. And yep, soon I should probably stop this because my game is dying. Okay. Look at that. Die. Okay. Ah. You're still alive? Die. Come on. Okay, what is this? Okay. I'm good, but I'm sure you guys get the point. For those hardcore players, you can use the wave limit adjuster. It's pretty dang cool, honestly. You can have some pretty neat battles, especially with the defend townsfolk, 10 NPCs, wave limit adjuster mode. It's pretty cool. Total 40, max 5. You can obviously up it, but I don't recommend it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This was the first video on the Rebirth channel. This is the new channel. Rebirth, you know, all that type of stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. First video of 2045. Let's aim for higher subscriber count. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.